Islam reminds us that Allah's commandments are justice, good conduct, and doing good to others. The Quran directs us to do good to those in need, neighbors who are near, neighbors who are strangers, the companion by your side, and the wayfarer that you meet.
We, people of diverse religions in Arizona, let us transform conflict into a resolution for peace and take care of our common future. I'm growing up in a world where the voices of those in need are oppressed and silenced. Judaism calls us to speak up for human dignity.
I am growing up in a world where people continually go hungry. Christianity reminds us that when I was hungry, you gave me to eat, and when I was thirsty, you gave me to drink.
I'm growing up in a world when our lifestyle is unsustainable and harmful for the environment. Our indigenous beliefs teaches us that the earth is our mother. Let us promote just and harmonious societies by caring our common future. I'm Vasu Bandhu. I serve as the Faith Community Coordinator for Arizona Faith Network. Collaboration in interfaith is so important for Arizona to create peace when there is hatred, when there is division. I invite from the Buddhist community to together, working together in the diverse of religions for a common future.
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Simra Maheen, and I'm a freshman at ASU's Honors College in Tempe. But more importantly, I'm an 18-year-old living in a largely pluralistic and multicultural society. Just this past year, I was sitting in my high school AP research classroom when I overheard a conversation among my two peers. As I was typing away at my really tiny Chromebook on Islamophobia and contact theory, ironically, a more important conversation was happening behind me, one about God. There is no way God exists. If he did, the world would be a much less evil and dangerous place. I remember the fast beat of my heart and the rapid blinking of my eyes. But I'm not here today to talk to you about how hard it is to grow up in a secular society where conversations and jokes like this are common, but rather to talk about how the youth can use it as an advantage and how we can take it as a blessing. Flash forward to a few months later, and I'm sitting on a call with Angela, the second MFNN intern, and Tyler Hudgens, our boss and state director of MFNN, but more so our friend. An hour before our weekly triad call, I had gotten a Slack notification from him asking us to bring a piece of our respective scriptures to share. That call was one of the most spiritually gratifying and impactful ones I've had. I often talk about this call and how it made me not only more appreciative of other religions, but more in line with my own. Who could have thought that a conversation between a 17-year-old Sunni Muslim, an 18-year-old Orthodox Christian, and a 30-something-year-old man whose denomination is Jesus lover would have such a fruitful and everlasting bond? Remember that fast beating of my heart and rapid blinking of my eyes I mentioned? I had the same feeling as I spoke with Angela and Tyler, but this time associated with happiness. That's the beauty of interfaith dialogue that I pray Arizona's youth get a taste of. The civic fabric of our state is changing more than ever, and not to brag, but I think it has a lot to do with the people of my age. This generation is seeing, living, breathing in tough conversations and elephants in rooms, and that's why I encourage each of us, regardless of how old you are, to take a step back and make intentional efforts to have such unconventional yet harmonious conversations. I'd like to end on a saying by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. You cannot enter heaven until you believe, and you will not truly believe until you truly love one another. So let's do it. Let's love one another. Thank you.